Down with my posy of flowers. Oh, the people in the graveyard always know that I'm here because I always play pipe music when I arrive. They all enjoy it, I'm sure. Anyway, I got up and see my mum and dad, and I'm going to see my grannies with some of the flowers here. So I'll catch you later on, Well, that's me being to my mum and dad's. That's I went to my other granny as well, and I put some sprigs of that fuchsia and heather together. And I left some flowers for my mum and dad. My mum's gone over 20 years now, my dad over 10 years. And 10 and a half years now, and my mum more than 20 years. My mum was very young to die. But, yeah, my mum and dad got married and she was only 16, he was 34. And I know nowadays people would probably, view that rather dimly, but back in the late 50s and early 60s, well, it wasn't such a taboo subject. You married who you loved and that was the end of it. End of story. But everyone said, in the community that it would never last. And they lasted a lifetime together. They loved each other so much that on their ruby anniversary, they renewed their vows. It was a beautiful service. I made a speech at that service. It was, I must try and get my sister to get a hold of the videotape of that, because it was a breathtaking speech from an actor. Well, I wasn't acting that day, it was from the heart. I'll go down to my other granny. She's in beside her mum and her dad, her husband and sister. One of the sisters, they were a big family as well, but she died away back in 1985. She was in her 80s. She was a smashing woman, she really was. She was wonderful. Absolutely brilliant person. And yeah, it's kind of who your grandparents have a great influence on your life, I think. They're very loving grandparents. So is your parents, but I think the grandparents are much more loving because they've lived their life and they don't see any. They don't actually see. They've got a different perspective in life because they know that they're in a downward slope to the next life, and so nothing seems to faze them. Nothing bothers them, and I just find my granny was such a kind person. And such a humorous person and very interesting. I wish I'd listened to more of her stories. But we never do when we're young, do we? So I'll pop down with the remaining sprigs of heather and aster and place them in that grave for the big family, and then we'll go and do something else for a short while. So that's my other granny and great granny and great grandpa and all that visited with the other flowers. So I always feel a sense of peace after visiting the ones I love down here. It's just like churches, graveyards have got a very special peace. Not sadness, just peace. I just know that my granny, when she died, I remember that very well. And I remember her telling me that her way of putting it, she was, as I say, she had a good sense of humour, but she said, I'll be kicking up the daisy roots before the end of the week. That's what she said, in reference to being underground. But so she did die that week. I was very, very upset. As I say, with bereavement, it's never It's never easy, and it never easier next time round either. People say you get hardened to it, you don't. Definitely don't. There's a sense of maturity about it, which is different. Much easier to compose yourself and stuff, but no, it's very difficult. It's like losing somebody you love as well. You have to compose yourself and just keep going in life, but no matter how hard it hurts you, it's just, that's it. It shouldn't be just that's it, but that's the way it is.